Hello there.
Calendar podcast. Second episode ever. How's
Your audio sounds strange.
mine?
There you go.
Weird. Maybe I just wasn't quite in the sweet spot. You know?
Yeah, I think so.
In that sweet spot.
Because now it sounds better.
Okay, good.
I needed an extra cushion.
Might have been a little bit garbled for a second there. Oh, look at this. We got the whole squad reporting in here. What's up, man?
Oh, I was looking at private chat instead of the comments. Hello
No worries,
there.
I'm bringing him up here.
Yes,
Ninja Ghost Dragon. Cole Canaletti. Hello there.
Classic. Good sir.
Fonzie. If anyone's the homie, it's Fonzie. It's you, buddy. Hello there.
Hello there. What else is here? Jedi Guru. Hello. Yes. Episode 2.
Yeah, we're pretty hyped. We're pretty hyped for Moon Knight too, man.
Seconds, once we get things a little bit more rolling.
I was just
here.
I was just trying to remember everything that happened in the first episode. It ended with like the
Bathroom
Moon Knight just beating the shit out of whatever that thing was.
That
right?
fucking jackal werewolf looking thing. Yeah, dude. Episode 1, we already get a costume shift and a weird creature fight.
See, I thought that when like he switched into Mark, or like when he switched into the guy who's more in control, he would just still be Oscar Isaac, but like being a badass. But like he's full on wearing the thing.
Oh yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. It was cool seeing like his Poe Dameron self for a hot second in the mirror scenes, and then just emphasizing the duality between Stephen Grant and Mark Spector and such. So yeah. It's again, I know nothing about Moon Knight, so all of this is just new character development and new just like overall.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm super casual when it comes to Marvel in the first place. Like I only really know the surface level characters better than in the movies. Like I'd heard of Moon Knight, but I knew nothing about him. And so it's hard to say like how much of it they're keeping true. I have to kind of like rely on other people who know more to tell me like if it's accurate or not. And that's like, okay, so now I'm like at the mercy of their bias if they don't like the show, you know. I'm liking it though. I'm thinking it's cool. I am struggling with Oscar Isaac's accent. It's a little bit
the cheesy British.
A little bit British, yeah. But they had to do it. They had to do it so that he could sound so much more like smooth and collected when he's being his other personality. Like I get it. It's just kind of funny seeing his face, and then that's what comes out.
It is true. It's interesting. I do see an interesting comment. Sepulchre Destroyer. Yeah, about how Spencer is potentially Mark's mom. Is that true? That'd be really interesting if like the phone number that he's just leaving voicemails to, checking in, like if that's actually
his mom.
Mark's like if Mark's phone number is listed as mom, because we never hear from the mom.
And it's the wrong. Oh, interesting.
Like yeah. So
I think the mom is dead. I think whoever the voicemails are being left for is dead.
That's true. I mean, I don't know.
That's what I think. I think it's, but I don't think it's like I don't think it's like she's dead and he doesn't know. I think it's like she died years ago and he's fucking crazy.
That's true. That's
kind of more what I think.
Voicemail, yeah.
Not quite like Norman Bates, you know. Like I don't think he's got anyone dressed up in a chair, but like he's leaving voicemails to someone that like is very, very acknowledged dead and is just like
the freaking
part of his psychosis. It's part of like a journaling device, you know.
That's true, but he doesn't know about it. Yeah, dude. I don't know.
You're absolutely
It's so interesting.
That's absolutely the reason is so that you can get that distinct split in the personalities. It's just funny hearing him in his British voice.
Let's see here.
His mom is a gator.
Idle Alec, a lot of it, none of us really know much about the Moon Knight character, so it's fun going into this completely blind. Answering the question of would we do watch parties for Marvel stuff, that was a difficult one because Katarn would have to would have to keep all that footage and then send it over to Nerd Chronic, which takes
I'm a little confused on how watch parties work, because I think that we don't provide any footage. It's literally like we are all watching it at the same time
on different devices.
On our various devices, like collectively.
Gotcha.
So all the screens are actually in our rooms and we're watching it, but like I think that's how it works. I've never done one, and partly it's because I don't know much about that format. I don't know. I'd refer to myself as very much a self-taught YouTuber, and I haven't I definitely don't have it all figured out. And every time I do a new kind of live thing, like this podcast, for example, we're streaming on Twitch. Hi Twitch, hi Twitter, hi YouTube, everybody. That's a brand new thing, and this is like exciting and new for me, technology-wise. So.
Speaking of which, welcome again to episode 2/3 of Jingles and Jangles and Jawas, our podcast.
Jingles, Jangles, and Jawas, a subsection of Tuscan Talk.
Exactly.
Brought to you by the Bantha Buds.
So welcome again, everyone. Thank you again. Fucking hello from Norway. Goddamn. Blessings to you. I hope you guys are all staying warm and, keeping your distance from fucking.
I love Norway. I would love to go and see there. Currently, there's like a solar flare happening, and so you can see the aurora borealis from my part of America. And I've been going out late at night when it's nice and dark, and I just can't see it. I'm trying so hard. And I'm so jealous of everyone from like the Scandinavian region of the world where the Northern Lights are like very accessible. Like it's on my list of things that I've always wanted to see. So I'm jealous for that. I'm sure you've seen them a bunch if you're in Norway.
Do you see? There's I see one question up here asking about wait, can you do the group watch on Disney Plus? Yeah. But asking or saying about Mark being the main personality. I mean, that would also for having Steven be the main personality.
It's all set up by Mark to keep his Steven personality in a loop because that's his undercover alias.
We as the viewers are the Steven personality also, because Steven doesn't know what's going on, just like we are all not going on.
Mark is using Steven as kind of like a fall guy personality. He's the patsy to throw when he gets in trouble so that he doesn't know anything. But Steven is our perspective instead of Mark, so we don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like, so exactly. So Steven Grant, the British one, is the main character, but it's being written, directed by Mark Spector, produced by the god Khonshu. So yeah.
It's delightful to be together again. And on that note, I'm really looking forward to Celebration, where we're going to be able to hang out and react to the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan live in person, possibly even to the Celebration floor, because there's a rumor that they're going to be screened there, which is super exciting. So we might actually watch it like shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of other Star Wars fans.
In full movie theater mode, dude. Oh,
right?
That'd be
fantastic. It would be incredible.
That'd be fantastic.
So that potentially is in our future. We got to play our cards right to actually get in that room. But like, we can do it. You and me, we can do it.
Oh yeah. I already have a box of AAA batteries for my lightsaber, just like ready and in the bag. That way
I've got
pop them in,
like a gimbal stabilizing thing that I'm gonna bring, and I'm gonna bring like a battery pack for my phone. Because I don't have a nice camera, so I'm just gonna like record everything on my cell phone, and like I'll bring an iPad for if we need to react to something, we can watch it on the iPad, and then I can film us on my phone or something. We're gonna go real low tech for this one. It's gonna be like Zach Bagans and the crew when they went searching for skinwalkers.
Bro, I think just like Zach Bagans, I'm probably still gonna wear my mask while we're inside.
We have to. There's mask restrictions.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. So which I'm happy for.
Doesn't seem great. But yeah.
Skywalker
Saga.
I'm playing Lego Skywalker Saga. Yes, it came out today. I've been playing it too, and I freaking love it. Question for Colin Bendu: is there possible co-op vids or stream in the future?
Unfortunately not.
Best humor by far. Can you play it on a tablet? Because there is remote play through Steam. So any device that you can get Steam to work on, you can remote play through, and it doesn't have to be the same device. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say tentative maybe in the future, but it's going to require a tech upgrade from one or both of us. So
we'll figure it out on Celebration when we're actually able to like
totally
put our physical brain cells together.
Bendu only fairly recently moved, and we there's so many things have happened since then. Like we've got a lot of plans for like ways to do multiplayer stuff, but it's going to take a little bit to implement some of it. So just hang in there. But yes, that's the plan.
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be.
It's going to be a good birthday present, though. Is that why? Is it because someone got it for you for your birthday? You're not allowed to buy it for yourself? Ooh.
God, what? Oh, gotcha. I understand. Jedi Guru. I missed that. Well, it'd have to be today. So does that mean that it's your birthday, Jedi Guru? Happy unbirthday.
Happy early birthday. I think it's coming up. How you doing tonight, Bendu?
What?
You staying safe?
How are you all doing tonight, Bendu? Oh, yes. We're staying secret. We're staying safe.
Is it secret? Is it safe?
Yeah.
And they called it mine.
Cool.
A mine.
Yeah. If anything.
Episode 1. That's why I'm wearing the sweater in honor of Amidala. And Bendu hasn't played it yet. His playthrough is to be TBD.
Yeah. No. Currently, just re-binging Daredevil because it's hilarious watching.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus now, right?
Violent Netflix shows on Disney Plus, out of all things.
Did you know I've never seen it?
It's pretty damn good.
I've never seen Daredevil. I've never seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The only Marvel show I've actually seen is
the Disney Plus ones.
I saw the Disney Plus ones, yes, but I also saw Agent Carter.
Oh, that's fair.
And the one about the dude, the fucking super swole guy in the yellow shirt. You can punch through anything, and the bad guy's like, "Can you dig it?" You know. God, Luke Cage. Luke Cage was called Luke Cage.
That's one of the Netflix shows.
Yes, that's the only one that I saw. I never saw the Jessica Jones or and
Daredevil's pretty fantastic. Iron Fist.
I did watch Punisher. I saw Punisher the first season and it was good. Punisher was good too.
Iron Fist was absolute garbage. Yeah, the only thing that was really cool about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was season 4 when they had Ghost Rider involved. Whoops. And that was great. Yeah, dude, Daredevil is complete fire. If I ever had a man crush, it would totally be Christopher Cox.
Yeah, I got to meet him in Spider-Man, in the new Spider-Mans, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty slick. He caught a fucking brick, even though he's totally blind. Like, color me intrigued. Yeah, he's a real good lawyer, apparently.
David Tennant steals the show. That's what I hear. My mom's a huge David Tennant fan, so she'll probably watch Jessica Jones before I do. He mind controls people, right? But he's not quite psychic. He just he whispers.
I just know the meme of her being all scared and him all like nostrils flaring right behind her. It's fucking hilarious, but I don't know the context for it.
He has some sort of weird enchanting thing where if he whispers in your ear, you're forced to do what he tells you, sort of thing.
Gotcha.
But he's not psychic. But yeah.
You want to get into this?
See that leaked footage of Kenobi. I don't know what leaked footage of Kenobi you'd be talking about, but I saw.
Oh, he's talking about I know exactly what he's talking about. He's talking about the
fucking leaked footage of Ahsoka that we've been seeing around on Twitter.
Oh yeah, so let's talk about that. Yeah, so we've got this image, right?
Yes.
There's a lot going on here, dude. We've got Ahsoka, right? There's a Darth Maul standing right there, and then is that
dead ass Mandalorian?
It looks like it could be Cobb, but it's Cobb in the armor, and he's got his helmet's all the way over there. That's Boba's helmet.
I don't know, dude. I think they look dead. I think that's a dead body.
Oh, dude, there's no fucking head. It's absolutely a dead body. But I don't know if this is legit, is what I'm saying. I'm not sure if it's legit. It looks really convincing, but I think it could be a fan film. I think it could be a fan film with photoshopped elements in here.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because,
who the fuck is the Mandalorian? Exactly.
Maul, if it was Maul, I feel like they could just give the actor Sam Witwer. They could just give him green screen pants. I don't know.
Well, that's just it. This guy's got metal legs. This guy's got metal legs.
Those are straight up robot legs.
Witwer didn't, dude. Witwer, look at those. No. Look at that motion. That's motion capture, and they just mocapped his feet.
Yeah.
See, he's got some silly little ping pong ball trainers on.
Yep.
But that was kind of fun to stand around in. But like, yeah, no, they wouldn't actually put him in metal prosthetics. That's why I kind of think that it's going to be a fan film. But like, man, that was such a killer outfit. I would love to get more live action.
That's such a good picture.
It was such a good outfit. And like, see, like that right there, those are some big old prop legs. If this is a fan film, I'm very excited to see it. I can't wait. These costumes look incredible.
That's true.
But I don't think it's legit. And yeah, I feel like you're right. The camera would be a little bit more professional. They also don't have a massive rig like surrounding it. Disney might. I mean, they don't do everything in the volume. They still shoot a couple things on location.
They love the 360 screen, but at the same time, though, if they have the opportunity for the practical effect, I don't know. That's true. But
the Robert Rodriguez's episode of The Mandalorian, the big shootout where Boba Fett was reintroduced, that was filmed on location. They actually went outside and filmed that somewhere. So it's not 100% virtual environment. However, I still don't think.
Yeah, man, Crimson Dawn, my
badass. God. But
Crimson Dawn.
I want to know what the hell fan film this is, because whatever it is, it's going to be cool. And I'm going to react to it and review it on the channel.
So let's theorize then. So let's theorize if this photo is actually correct. If this thing is legit.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
The fact that Maul's wearing his Crimson Dawn uniform means that, this is obviously before Solo or during Solo, but Ahsoka is wearing her outfit that we see in Mando. So this would literally have to be after the Siege of Mandalore, right?
Yes, it would be post season 7 of the Clone Wars, but pre-Solo, based on Maul's appearance and the fact that he's alive.
Or no, I guess Rebels happens after.
Rebels is after Solo, so it would be pre-Rebels, absolutely. But I don't know. I mean, it's very possible that it could be just a continuity goof on behalf of Disney Plus. It wouldn't be the first time that they got something wrong visually, and they might just be like, let's use the same costume for her that we used in The Mandalorian, and just like it's said earlier, but maybe they're making the case that she like immediately got that costume after the last time we saw her, and she's been rocking it for 15-20 years, even though it looks new to us. Maybe it's actually old.
The last we saw was the blue Jedi armor ish.
I think that's lazy. I think that the whole point of Star Wars, well, like it or not, is how many action figures can you get from the same character, which means you should be in a different outfit or a variation on that outfit in every single episode, frankly. Fair. But at the very least, every show, you need to wear something unique. Like, you look at Luke Skywalker, you know exactly what movie it is based on what he's wearing. Hell, Empire Strikes Back, you know what scene it is based on what he's wearing.
That's true.
I love it. And
that's true.
And like Ahsoka, she's got like the early season outfit, then like the later season's outfit, season 7 outfit. Like, she had a lot of different looks in season 7, and they've started doing that more. And it'll be very disappointing if she's wearing exactly the same thing in like 3 different Disney Plus shows. It's like, come on, diversify. Throw some ponchos in there or something. Yeah.
So I guess she's a rare exception, and Jedi robes don't count because Jedi robes are Jedi robes.
But, agreed. I vote fanfic leak as well.
Damn it! I don't know, man.
I'm about that kind of thing.
My fingers crossed that randomly fucking happens. Well, no, I guess it can't, because if Ahsoka is asking about Grand Admiral Thrawn by the end of Mando season 2, then there would be no reason for her to run into Maul for any given point in time, because he'd be dead. He'd be dead by Mando, obviously.
I think. Well, it's also really confusing because the Filoni's gone back and forth about whether or not the epilogue of Rebels, where Ahsoka shows up, whether or not that takes place before or after The Mandalorian and her appearance here. Like, I assumed that everything we're seeing now is after the end of the epilogue of Rebels, right? Like, and that like during Mandalorian, Sabine and Ahsoka are off searching for Ezra.
Yes.
And the fact that she goes, "Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?" kind of backs that up. But then Filoni's trying to say that all of these appearances are pre-Ahsoka the White. And it isn't until Ahsoka the White
weird.
that Sabine is like, Ezra's out there somewhere, and we're gonna go find him. So it's, I don't know, it's confusing to me.
I totally like if she's going from.
She should be, but it depends on when this actually is. See,
Yeah,
he gets to like play around with, because there was no timestamp on the epilogue, so he gets to play and pick and choose where it actually is, you know.
But if we're actually still going with the metaphor of Ahsoka the White, like it's amazing and really cool that she's wearing gray ninja robes right now with her silver ass lightsabers, and then she's
like she's going down a dark path, and eventually she'll end up at the light.
Hashtag Gandalf.
Right.
But yeah.
Hashtag levels up.
It's true. This is true. So yes. So
if Ezra shows up in Ahsoka, who would you want betraying him in live action? You mean portraying him?
Prince of Persia. I'm kidding. Completely.
I was thinking of, I'm like, fucking Jake Gyllenhaal? Did someone else play the Prince of Persia? No. Oh my God. Can you imagine if they cast Ezra and it was Jake fucking Gyllenhaal?
That'd be so bad. That would be awful.
I hurt myself with that.
That would.
My God.
I would just see Mysterio the whole fucking time.
I think Nicolas Cage with a really finely trimmed beard could make a good older Ezra. You know? Because Ezra kind of had freakouts a little bit when he was young, when he was like touching the dark side. Well, the rumors are that Mena Massoud is going to be Ezra. I
was going to say, just give it to
He played Aladdin in the latest Aladdin movie.
Yeah, which was fucking not the greatest. But
I didn't actually. He would
look great. He would look great as Ezra.
He looks the part. I didn't see Aladdin, so I don't know about his acting. I just haven't seen him act. I don't think he's a bad actor or anything, but he definitely looks like Ezra. So,
yeah.
I freaking hope Hondo is going to be in the Kenobi show, man. I've been waiting for live action Hondo since Galaxy's Edge.
That would be hilarious. The fact that he is an animatronic at Galaxy's Edge, that dude needs to be a meet and greet character.
I'm surprised we don't have live action Harrison Dula yet. Also,
well, that's true. It's like we've seen the Ghost and Chopper a few times, but like not any of the occupants.
Right, and I think it's kind of interesting that Chopper was like more detailed in Rebels than he was in real life. Like the real life Chopper that they built has like almost no small details.
Yeah. He is
literally 1-1 the animation.
He is a very plain looking droid. Yeah, he is very just silver orange. 2 different oranges. Yeah, it's true. Yes.
Cypher Diaz had some excellent freakouts. That would be a great Cage, a great performance right there.
Oh my God.
Exactly. If we've learned anything from like being fans of Star Wars, it's like sometimes writing produces something that people make fun of, but it's not the actor's fault, you know? You can't, it's not a reflection of your acting skills if the script is terrible, you know?
Bro, I would have my picture taken with Hondo fucking immediately. He could be anywhere. He could be next to fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. He could be in Tomorrowland. He could be in fucking Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
He needs to be just walking around.
Space pirate. He could go.
Hondo is the perfect person to weave together all of the Disney Plus stories too.
He could just steal shit from guests all the time, and he'd just be like,
"Hey, what are you gonna do about it?"
Yeah.
And then he leaves, and then the guy tell security, and they're like, Hondo did that? Whatever.
You're like, Hondo stole a pickle? Of course he fucking did.
Yeah, what do you want us to do about it? That would be great. But yeah, no, like Hondo is like the easiest character to come up with a reason why they should interact with any other character. Like Hondo gets around the whole damn galaxy just doing stupid pirate stuff. Like he has relationships with like everyone. I could totally see Hondo like making a deal with Mando, either like giving him a job or like having to make a deal with him because they get stranded somewhere or something. So like he knows Mando. Ahsoka already knows him, so the Ahsoka show, boom, he could show up there. Like Sabine already knows him because of Rebels. You know, he has dealings with Lando, so ergo, like Luke Skywalker could probably learn him pretty easily too. Like he could weave it all together, man.
Bro, watch Hondo show up in the Andor series. Calling it.
Kylo is standing there shirtless on the ship, and then Hondo shows up and he's like, "Hey man, I got your laundry." See, like he shows up everywhere.
This
like,
is my Andor prediction of just like, Hondo randomly shows up.
Tell me.
Brian Foster, I see you. Hera gets the name drop in Rogue One. This is true.
Well, General Syndulla could be her dad, but it's probably her. It's most likely her.
Because it wouldn't be the kid. It wouldn't be fucking.
He's not. That's true.
With the green hair, I don't remember his name.
Jason Syndulla.
Yeah, because anytime I try to think of kids' names, I think of that asshole Corky. Fucking
perfect time for Hondo to show up. Corky Kryze, or should we say, Corky Kenobi?
Fucking make it canon. It'll happen. Nice work.
Thanks for stopping by, Zach.
Thank you, sir. You can watch the rest of this tomorrow. It'll be good. It's poetry and rhymes.
Totally. You could totally be the 3PO of Disney Star Wars. So far, it's Peli fucking Motto. So, there's still some shoes to fill there.
Speaking of Andor, though, it would be kind of cool to see how he meets up with K2SO.
We're totally going to see that. We're definitely going to see that.
I think that droid is the only reason why I'd be interested in that series, because he's just a really fun. We never see Imperial droids, especially Imperial droids that can talk.
We've got AP5, K2, and that's it.
Yeah, so
I can't think of another one that's not more than a bit part.
I'm super fascinated to learn more about Imperial droid shit.
Well, we saw the KX droids, like K2SO, during the Purge of Mandalore. Remember,
being Super Terminator 2 about
and they're just walking through, just executing, so we know that those droids are no joke, and honestly, they're terrifying. And after playing Jedi Fallen Order, they're terrifying because they're huge and they just choke slam you, just like they do to Jyn Erso. Man, yeah, I think we're gonna learn that K2 is very unique in that he's not absolutely homicidal and terrifying, basically a Terminator. He's just a little sassy.
Bro, fucking Retro Mando. Yeah, man. Could you imagine?
What did you think about the HK 87s that we got in that one in the Ahsoka episode?
I mean, getting the HK name drop is still something that's pretty significant because that canonizes, just the overall droid series themselves, especially the idea of them being heavy assault / assassin droids. So, I mean,
there've only been 40 generations of HK in thousands of years, though.
Because they were that efficient. They were that.
I guess that makes sense. You only have to come out with a new model every couple hundred years.
Plus, it was super illegal to have assassin droids in the first place. So,
sure,
the manufacturers had to, dumb down, make their Hummer into a Prius, But if we were to see the HK-47s, I think that would just be great for us as the gaming community when it comes to Star Wars games, because it's just such a very specific head shape, and it's just a very specific, just the body type itself. I don't remember.
It's iconic and it's distinctive, and you can totally you recognize that silhouette.
The spine, and then the two little riblets separating the torso and the ribs, or torso and the pelvis. I don't fully remember if the Mandalorian HK series had those 3 bars, but
I don't remember either.
It's just a very iconic droid, just like the IG units.
Yeah, the IG is such a classic look, And I love that the original one couldn't even walk. It was just a prop. It was literally a prop on some sticks. And when they animated IG-11 for Mando, he's kind of has that really clunky. He doesn't look like he should be able to walk very smoothly.
Yeah. Are mouse droids Imperial? No.
Yes.
The
and
clones
no.
use them.
I think dude, they could even be manufactured in-house though. Do you think the Death Star has any sort of droid factory on board?
Oh, 100%.
You think it makes its own mouse droids?
Oh, for sure. Because
they're not made by industrial automaton and a shipment of them is brought to the Death Star.
Yeah, no, or I'm sure that because we have to think about how big the Death Star is, right? It was literally
it's so big, right?
Right. So of course they're gonna have their own fucking ecosystem, their own food manufacturing places, their own they had to have everything.
Sure. Everything they would. They have they probably have supermarkets and Well, they have massive mess halls. It's still a military thing, so everything is provided. They don't have to like buy groceries, but like.
But I don't think they're all completely Imperial because we see the rebels have them in the Hoth base. We see good guy mouse droids. So I don't think
mouse droids are like. I think they're military in general.
Yeah, because
they have two jobs. They clean the floors, but they also give troop formations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they give the troops their marching orders and tell them, hey, we need you to go this way. And they're especially helpful on massive stations like the Death Star because, hey, we need you to report 7.6 kilometers in this direction. It's a really long way. Follow the mouse droid kind of thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That is weirdly specific. What do you know, Septile Destroyer? What information do you know that you're not sharing with us about the production? Because that's a very specific production. Like, that would be badass, too, if it does happen. Remote-controlled sniper droidicas.
The rebellion will be using
How much autonomy do the droidicas have? I guess you could remote control them because they were controlled by the droid ship in episode 1.
Bro, that super destroyer droid that we saw in Book of Boba Fett, man. Oh, that thing was amazing.
The Scorpion X droid. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, people have been 3D printing them and like making models of them. They look awesome. That would be a cool Hasbro Black Series, honestly, if they came out with one of those.
Just as like a droid diorama sort of thing. That's true. They don't have any droids in the Black Series, probably because they're too simple. Whatever.
There is a Black Series. There's a Black Series IG-88 that I have.
Yeah.
But they don't have any like a large size one, you know, like vehicle size. The way they have the dewback and like Enfys Nest's massive speeder. They should just do a big ass Scorpion X droid. Not so big that it's like HasLab, like just like a $40 size big one, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Or like Black Series Commando droids. That would have been cool. They come with the sword and like their own shield thing. Still waiting on it.
I do agree. If you could stay, if the Galaxy's Edge or if the Galactic Star Cruiser was like patterned like the Blockade Runner, like the Tantive 4 inside with those white boxy hallways, like it would be a lot easier for me to pay that price. Like,
nah,
I don't really like the Halcyon.
$5,000.
And I'm still not paying it. It's still too high. But it would be an easier pill to swallow if I was going to be staying in something like the Blockade Runner versus like the Halcyon, which is this unknown environment that I don't really. Fair. I have no nostalgia for the Halcyon because it's brand fucking new. You know, no one ever saw this as a kid. It wasn't around back then. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Death Star being able to wander around like a couple hallways worth of like a small concrete car park. You know, turn that into a Death Star. So you've got several levels up and down and like a long loopy thing. That would be a really cool immersive experience. Yeah, just have like stormtroopers and mouse droids marching around. That would totally be cool. I do understand why they themed everything sequel trilogy, why Galaxy's Edge is set in the sequels and why Galactic Star Cruiser is, because that is Disney's era.
Is there. Yeah,
it's what Disney created and it's what Disney wants to sell. It's their product, you know, that's what they're interested in. But yeah,
like one fan to
another, I would prefer it to be original trilogy too. That would be so much cooler. Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of the rides and a lot of the character meet and greets take place from sequels as well. So,
totally, because the sequels is like the era of the day, and like as far as Disney is concerned, like, you know, they're throwing us a bone when they give us anything themed in the original trilogy. You know, like for them, they want to focus on the sequels, and I think that's totally understandable. You know, the sequels is what they made. Of course, they want to.
Black Series Gonk. Make that a hashtag. That's right. Make. Yeah. Hashtag.
We need it.
Black Series. At Hasbro.
The battery's still good? Can I get you to... Where's the button? Oh man, I gotta replace the battery. He's supposed to gonk at you. That's too bad. But yeah, he's lonely. He's lonely on the shelf. We need more gonks.
We do need more gonks.
Did you just fucking disappointed? Did you just Kevin Sorbo?
Fuck that guy. It was a Hercules moment.
Fuck Kevin Sorbo.
Fuck that guy. With a pineapple.
We will both be there. I will be there Friday,
we'll be
Saturday,
there
Sunday.
Different days. Just to reiterate, I'm sure we'll talk about this more as May comes along, because it is the end of May. But so Katarn will be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will just be there Friday and Sunday.
So we'll be there together Friday and Sunday, and you'll be able to find me on Saturday.
We will still be doing meet and greets and hangouts either at downtown Disney or local restaurants and bars if you guys have suggestions.
Yeah, we will be around and we'll be available on Twitter and stuff when you do a fight us.
Yes.
There is there's a thing called Mosh Isley, and it's like a local bar in Anaheim has like an emo night, and then they're doing like a Star Wars themed night because it coincides with Celebration. I think that's on the Saturday night. So we're both definitely planning to do that too. So
because I'm not going to Celebration on Saturday.
Right.
I definitely plan on doing after stuff.
So if you want to nerd out with us on the con floor, it'll be on Friday or on Sunday. But if you want to like have a drink and like party on, it'll be on Saturday night at this thing called Mosh Isley, and I'm forgetting the name of the venue, but that's where we're planning to be. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Again, also to reiterate, if you see us on the con floor, please like come to us, because the influx of messages we'll get of people like, "Hey, meet us here, meet us here." It's like it would be too exhausting for Katarn and I to try to meet each individual.
We'll be throwing out some flares, doing some live streams,
right? Yeah,
if you're posting things and be like, "Hey, if anyone can meet us over here, we'll be here for like 10 minutes or whatever," Yeah, we'll make it work.
And then just be like, "Hey, you guys are Kyle and Bendu." Yeah, just a little bit of warning before.
Unsung Brewing. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, you said you're going to the Star Wars night too, right? I decided not to get tickets for that because the tickets for that went on sale, ironically, before they started selling Celebration tickets again. So I wasn't sure if I was even going to get any. So I decided not to do it. Also, it would completely change my flight plans. I'm not going to get to Anaheim until like the 26th, and this is on the 4th. So,
what is Star Wars night?
It's like a Star Wars party. Held at Galaxy's Edge after
hours. At the parks. Yeah, it's supposed to be parades.
It sounds like a good ass time, and I really wish I could go.
It's what they do in Florida all the time. It's what they do in Florida all the time.
Okay,
it's
cool.
Star Wars thing. Yeah. We've seen the cavalcades on YouTube. Haha.
Well, hello there.
Hello there. Oh, Rayanne. Yes. I don't remember why. Oh, just because we were talking about a celebration and prior messages and things. I think yes. Especially enjoy a place called Requiem Tea and Coffee. Ooh.
If it's the kind of place that Dr. Strange would hang out, then Bendu will definitely like.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds like a Saturday plan for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. This is one of my like bucket list Star Wars fan things for as long as I've known about Celebration as a thing. I've been like, I've always wanted to go. Almost went in Chicago, almost did it, but I didn't go. Regretted it. And then I was like, when's the next one going to be? Because they like postponed it and everything because of COVID. So like, yeah, I'm just so happy that we get to do this in what, like 51 days? It's like coming up.
It's coming up like that. Yeah. It's 100% Doctor Strange showing. Yes. That's what I love. But yeah, it's been in Anaheim for the last at least 5 years or so. So it's cool that they've now been this consistent with the location, which now allows people to just like very specifically, know what to look forward to or where to go. So
damn right. Never done it before. Always wanted to. This is the first time.
First time for both of us, man.
Yeah, for both of us.
This is gonna be fan-fucking-tastic.
I would love to meet Blind Wave.
Can you imagine how hilarious that would be? Can you imagine how hilarious? It's like we'll be walking down the hall, one of the aisles, and Blind Wave is doing like, an interview or a meet and greet or something at their booth, and then they're just like, Katarn! And then Katarn's just like, fucking you!
I'll tell you one thing. If I'm at the bar and I bump into Eric Whiteley,
100% be like,
the Star Wars trivia is going down straight away. It's on.
God, that'd be amazing.
Milk him like a ham.
Bro, this could be hilarious. Could you imagine if that actually happens? We just get
I love those guys. I would
all these
super
random
love to meet
Star
them.
Wars YouTubers at various like hangouts and locations after Celebration. Oh, it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, we've been talking about doing like a content creator karaoke or something silly. Yeah, though there's some things in the works. Yeah, Blind Wave is awesome. I'm a fan. Definitely a fan.
Yeah, shout out to also the YouTube creators who put all the compilation reactions together of the various reaction channels, because that's
mixed really, reactions, all of them.
That's since like everyone's tagged in the same video, it really kind of interconnects the reaction world together. Which
totally, it's like reinforcing that it's a community, you know, and that's awesome too. Like I'm all about those videos, and I love it when we get included.
What is Queen Hope?
Queen's Hope is a new Padme-centric novel written by E.K. Johnston, I want to say. Came out today. Yeah, great day for Star Wars. That came out today. Lego Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga came out today. And Daisy Ridley returned to social media today.
Bro, her haircut is absolutely adorable.
Yeah, no, she's great.
All day. Pixie cuts all day. God damn, she's cute. Well, thank you for that. That's absolutely incredible.
Thank you so much. Been following you since season 2 of Mandalorian. I love your reactions. I've seen when you play games, but I promise you do not have the subtitles. Please use it. Absolutely, yes. Actually, you're in luck. I recently turned the subtitles on for the Old Republic, and I'll be throwing them on for everything else, like moving forward too. It's actually perfect timing because I had just decided to do that. So yeah, no worries. And sorry about that. I'm sorry.
How does it generate their subtitles? It just listens to
most
your
games
words
just
and
in the options.
A half second behind and sort of autofills like
for the subtitles.
Yeah,
it's usually just like, well, for video games, it's usually just like the in-game settings. If an NPC says something, it'll just hit down at the bottom of your HDD.
Oh, I thought they were asking to make subtitles for your own videos, as in.
No, for my playthroughs, not for my reactions. And also YouTube does auto-generate subtitles sometimes, and sometimes they're hilarious. Sometimes they're so not.
That's why I thought that like it wouldn't be a good idea potentially, but yeah.
It's going great. It's going great. I have finished all of the Iokath conspiracy stuff. A Traitor Among the Chiss, the Nathema conspiracy, cool. And I'm about to start Onslaught, which is shorter than I thought. It's only a couple chapters. I thought it was going to be like a 20-chapter beast. It's like a whole expansion, but nope. Looks like I'll be doing Legacy of the Sith pretty soon. So the content's going to take a while to come out because it's once per week. But on Patreon, you can watch ahead by like up to 2 weeks. So it would be fun, wouldn't it? It would be a lot of fun.
You're like old school versus new school.
Whatever. We're both medium school. He's like my age.
I meant with just like emphasis on novel knowledge versus whatever Eric's background is.
He
EU
has
versus EU.
Man, the man knows his expanded universe for sure. It's always entertaining actually. Like, we'll react to something, and Blind Wave is usually one of the first reactions I'll watch to the same thing, and it's like, it's funny. He always says exactly the same stuff that I say, like almost to the time stamp. It's pretty hilarious. We're pretty dead on, like evenly matched. It would be pretty funny to see which way like a trivia contest would go. I'm confident, but I don't count him out. Like, he's a beast.
Tis true. Much respect.
It was so good. It was, the one that we reacted to last episode of the podcast. Well, you kind of reacted to it. Your internet was shit at the time, and then you dropped out, and then everyone yelled, "I do believe in Bendu."
Oh, Cad Bane, that's right. Sorry, I was thinking Darth. I was thinking fucking Darth Bane for some reason, and I was like trying to remember like what did we watch that had to deal with an ancient-ass Sith Lord.
I don't think I've ever seen a Darth Bane fan.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
On his,
that would be really
how
cool.
He created the rule of two, sort of thing. Yeah, or like
totally.
How he got his own purple lightsaber. Yeah,
that would be cool. That would be cool. That would be an awesome little KOTOR nod. I think we're more likely to see the Cathar species in something that Jon Favreau directs than something that Dave Filoni directs. I think that's why we got all the KOTOR stuff all over The Mandalorian. And so I think that if the Cathar are showing up anywhere, it's going to be in one of Favreau's things.
That's true. That's true. Thank you, Dimur. It's all this guy. It's all wrong direction. It's all Katari.
Yeah, but he knows the Glup Shitos better than me.
Yeah.
You know? He can name the background characters. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Battlefront.
Yeah, Battlefront is the reason why you know the blaster sounds. Or at least Battlefront starts it, and then you start recognizing variations, and then you start going on Wikipedia and learning about the variants to the blasters. That's how you really get the knowledge in there. The challenge is out there. One of you brilliant, talented fan filmmakers, make a Darth Bane fan film. Bendu and I will react to it. We'll review it right here on the channel. It's a win-win-win. It's going to be great.
It's true.
Nice. I can react to him if you drop him in the Discord. If you want to join the Kyle Katarn Discord, we've got a whole reaction requests channel, and I'm working my way through that. So have at it.
Dimir 90 guys wanting to see Vader. Oh, 100%, dude. That's one of my second pipe dreams.
I do and I don't.
That's one of my
second
pipe dream.
I don't know. I'm so torn because I want them to tread on whatever new ground they want, and I want them to be able to do these sorts of things. But some things really do feel sacred, and I don't know. Eventually, we're going to get to a point where literally nothing is left to the imagination, and literally everything has been spelled out for us. And I don't know. I don't know if that's what I want necessarily. But the visual of Vader visiting Padme's tomb would be heartbreaking, and it would be beautiful. And if they insist on showing it to me, I will happily take it. You know,
they did it right. Yeah. But yeah, my two pipe dreams.
Thanks for hanging out, man.
Ninja Ghost Dragon, Qui-Gon Ghost, and second pipe dream was like maybe the Padme thing, but bro, Jar Jar. What if Jar Jar shows up? Show us some Gungans, goddammit, you cowards. Disney Plus.
Claire's awesome. Claire's totally a sweetheart. It's funny, the bar that I work at will punish people sometimes if they cheat at bingo night with making them take a shot of Malort. And every time that happens, I think about Claire. Because Claire's all about Malort, which is ridiculous. And like people at my bar hate it so much they like use it as a punishment. But Claire comes to mind every time someone's like, "Hey, you cheated! Take a shot of Malort." I'd pay to watch it. I would pay more money on my Disney Plus subscription just to watch it. Like you were saying,
it would be like that Gary Oldman movie.
Hello there.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. It would just be some weird Shakespearean comedy, but with fucking Gungans the whole time.
The Tag and Bink, absolutely. Master Zavik Silverstar. Hello there indeed.
Oh,
how
shit.
you doing, man? Shit. Our good friend David. You know him from Showdown on Iceball Station. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be chilling with David, who now lives in Anaheim. So it's going to be another reunion because he moved away as well. So like one more reason why I'm looking forward to Celebration so much is because all these friend reunions going to happen as well. You know, it's not just a Star Wars convention; it's a friend convention now too. So it's like, can't wait to see you, man. Yeah, what do you think's gonna happen tonight on Moon Knight? Anything at all, or are we just gonna be as confused as we are now at the end of it? I think
so. I think so. Like the second trailer we saw of all the Moon Knight stuff shows him like in his costume fighting all those goons in what looks like a circus. I think and then we get to see the different Moon Knight costume where he's in like the 3-piece suit. So I think they're slowly gonna show what happens in the series as each trailer happens.
They're gonna keep
the only other
new
thing
personalities.
Because the only other thing we've seen is when Ethan Hawke like brings down his alligator staff in that pyramid, and we see the giant arc of.
Speaking of which, do you think Ethan Hawke puts Legos in his shoes for like method acting to get into like the mindset?
Is Ethan Hawke a method actor?
if he is, he should put some Legos in his shoes.
God, man.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, man, send me a DM. I'd love to set that up. We're gonna be setting up some guests right here as well in the near future.
What do you mean? Or what do you mean?
He's inviting us on guests on his podcast. So send me a message. We can set that up like for future episodes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, dude, you can actually, Dave, you could probably look it up for us. It's called Mosh Isley. It's at a bar in Anaheim, Saturday night. That's where we're gonna go. You got to go with us.
You gotta buy tickets.
You can figure out what goddamn bar it is because you live there.
We gotta eventually buy tickets, I suppose. But yeah, it'll be interesting.
We'll set everything up.
Yeah. Katarn will either be dressed up as Clone Wars Obi-Wan or Cobb Vanth Boba.
I'll figure something out. I might even pick something up on the fly. We'll see. We'll see what the situation is. I am a Star Trek fan. I like Star Trek. Star Trek was me and my dad's thing. We would always watch Voyager and Enterprise together. Not because they're the best ones, but just because those were the ones that were airing at the time. Although Voyager is my favorite. I do love Voyager. But Enterprise had moments. Next Generation is totally solid. Deep Space Nine, I admit I have never finished. I actually am liking Discovery. Discovery is dope, and I like what they've done in the later seasons to like change the timeline. Strange New World looks like it's going to be good, and Picard is sick, but I've fallen behind. I haven't watched the new season yet. I'm waiting for it to completely come out so I can buy it on YouTube because I don't have Paramount Plus. And yeah, they just announced in a trailer that like all of the Next Generation cast members are going to be back basically for next season of Picard. So that's super exciting. But I don't know how I'm going to watch it because I don't have the damn streaming service. I'm not willing to pay for like literally a dozen streaming services just to watch everything I want to watch, you know?
How I feel about Disney Plus, cough, cough, Ghost Adventures. Fuck you, Zach Bagans.
Discovery Plus. Yeah, Disney Plus, Discovery Plus, Paramount Plus. I mean, goddamn, like HBO Max. There's so many of them now. Amazon Prime, like, and they're all making shows that I really want to watch. That seems to be the future of media. Is you just got to pay through the nose to a million places, or have some kind of weird brand loyalty and be like, I only watch Netflix shows. It's
which
like,
brings
who does that?
The LimeWire and pirating and the great.
Oh man, oh no, yeah. I don't want to do that. You know, I'm trying to be a good boy. I haven't pirated shows in years and years. I'm trying to do everything legit. But man, like, you know, they're really not making it easy for you.
Will I be cosplaying? I'll be cosplaying as like an original character Jedi on Friday. I still have to like test fit the costume. It's essentially like mashing together parts of my Doctor Strange cosplay with parts of my Gandalf cosplay. So I'll figure out if he looks Old Republic or if he looks High Republic.
Honestly, you should wear your Doctor Strange cosplay and then just paint your skin red and literally be Dr. Sith from my Old Republic guild.
Hilarious.
Just go as my guildmate.
Oh my God.
And then just do an Italian accent and you got it. No, that'd be sick.
YouTube videos. But
that'd be great.
Yeah. Sunday, since I plan on hopefully meeting Palpatine, I didn't immediately. I don't immediately plan on doing that in cosplay just because I feel like it would be.
I think Sunday we should both just look like ourselves.
Professional, because I don't want to be. I don't want to be there as a cosplayer asking.
On Sunday, I want us to look like us, you know, so that people can recognize us.
Yeah, exactly. I'm also like brain farting on what Palpatine's real name is, but like I rather show up in like my regular clothes and be like, hey, so I'm kind of on this podcast. And every episode we do the historic "do it" line, and I was hoping that I could record you and I just saying, to do it.
Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine if he do it did with us? Not if he did it, but if he do it did.
Yeah, like $20 here.
Yes, absolutely. Doctor Strange is one character that could totally show up in any franchise, and you could explain it away because he just used magic to show up there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Ian McDiarmid. Yep. Awesome. Man, I can't wait. And I guess tonight we're going to find out more about Moon Knight, which is also going to be dope.
Dude, I love how creepy it is. I love how
it's super dark.
So weird.
I like that too. I think it's swiftly becoming one of my favorite of the Marvel shows, just because it's so different in pace. Like the Hawkeye one felt like it was trying really hard to be like
It was
an Avengers style movie, and it had that, and it captured that feeling, and that's great. But so did the Winter Soldier one, and so did and WandaVision was like WandaVision was probably my favorite
Twilight.
initially.
WandaVision was like Twilight. I mean, not Twilight. Fucking Twilight Zone.
WandaVision was totally like Twilight Zone, and I think that's what I liked about it. And so I guess yeah, this is my favorite one since WandaVision, because I liked WandaVision better than the two that came after it for sure. And they were good too, but it was all just more of the same. It felt so familiar, and I wanted something new, and this feels new.
That's true, yeah. And also, like, I like that all the Egyptian god stuff really appeals to my inner child.
Oh, totally. So here's
an obsession with fucking Egyptology and all the gods back in the day.
Right. Bro. Speaking of which, so I collect heavy metal magazines, especially ones from like 1977 through 1992. That's like the golden age. More about that later. But there was a running serialized comic in that by an artist named Enki Bilal called Immortal, and it's set in the future in LA, and a giant fucking pyramid just shows up in the sky over LA, and a guy, like a cryogenically frozen criminal from the past. He was like a labor reform protest guy, and what they do they just freeze all the prisoners. He like comes out of cryo storage, and like his leg snaps off because he's frozen, and then an ancient Egyptian god leaves the pyramid and like inhabits his body and like makes him a new leg, and like forces him to like do these deeds for like furthering like the god's will. But he's this dude who was supposed to be dead 300 years ago, and like he's just been unfrozen, and it's the future, and an Egyptian, like basically Anubis is like in his head making him do shit, and it's very similar to Moon Knight. It was written in the late 70s. Mm-hmm. It's called Immortal by Enki Bilal, and they made a movie of it, I think, in the early 2000s, like 2004, with Thomas Kretschmann as the main guy.
Was it called?
Yeah, let me see. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find this shit.
I was gonna say, I don't remember any movie where a giant pyramid appeared in the sky.
Oh, it was a French movie because Enki Bilal is French, and so was heavy metal originally. The magazine was called Metal Hurlant. I'm gonna grab it real quick here.
Sounds like Scientology. Yo, Kingston lore. Bro, yes, fantastic.
Oh shit!
Burn. Well done.
Am I gonna play Lego Star Wars? Yes. I've been playing Lego Star Wars. You can catch me on Twitch. Check it out. I saw Palpatine's lightsaber. It was totally sus. Watch the error, but you know what? I don't mind. It's definitely the better of his two offices that we see him have. But yeah, he doesn't get this office until Attack of the Clones, when he becomes a Supreme Chancellor. Wait, hold on. I swear Palpatine just dropped his lightsaber and then picked it up all stealthy. Is that what I just saw? Do it again. Do it again, I dare you.
That shit.
He's so freaking stealthy, man. So check it out. So this is Immortal. Came out in like 2004. Super weird CGI that doesn't even look realistic, but they just blended it with live action. And it's Thomas Kretschmann. He's a German actor. He's been in a bunch of stuff. But so like Pod falls down, right? Like,
I know you're there.
What the fuck is happening?
Right? French science fiction is fucking dope.
Your horse from Erechinopolis, god of the heavens.
That's totally not Anubis. That's a raw bullshit.
Nicopola, wretched human.
Right. It's not Anubis, but. And meanwhile, there's this blue chick, who's like.
You're the greatest mystery of nature I've ever come across.
What?
It's so bizarre. It's very avant-garde.
You are going through the same process.
Young women like her are rare, extremely rare. There are only a few of them in the entire universe.
For the record, 1970s era French retro-futurist sci-fi is absolutely my favorite.
They don't even know who they are themselves or the power they have.
You're
going to need someone to take you home.
But I will warn you now, this is a little weird.
The greatest power of all.
And it gets real sexual for a little bit there, and then it gets back to the plot. It's French. What are you gonna do?
What is wrong with
Oh yeah, that's right. And there was a weird hammerhead thing that was killing people, and like a detective guy was trying to solve the case
with gods.
I don't know. This movie was a lot. Oh damn! I didn't actually know that Enki Bilal himself made the movie. Okay, that gives me more respect for it. I thought that it was an adaptation, but he made it himself. That's cool.
She just had sex with the Birdman.
She had sex with the Birdman, and that's the good news. Like, you don't even want to know the bad news. Like, it's like I said, the movie's a lot. It's based on a comic that was published in Heavy Metal magazine in like the 70s and the early 80s.
Just a little.
Check it out. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's very weird and it's very old school.
Just pull that out. Yeah. Just out of nowhere. Yeah. God damn. I must have a bad URL posted. It's Kyle nice trailer.
Kyle Katarn official. Twitch.tv/Kyle Katarn official.
It's like the parents' response to like some kid who just shows them a drawing they just made.
Fifth Element is the Crow. Nice totally. With a little bit of Blade Runner in there too, because there's like a weird detective angle.
She has an agent for the Galactic Federation. Yeah, exactly. Some Rick and Morty shit.
Oh yeah, no one. It's all plain spelling. Just Kyle Katarn official. Hello there. What's up? One podcast to another. Greetings. How you doing?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, we just watched an excellent trailer of an avant-garde French sci-fi film, where a blue lady had sex with a Birdman for ancient Egypt.
She wasn't even blue. She like cried blue stuff, and her hair was.
She's like, a little blue. She's like a pale blue, and her hair is like bright blue, but it's in like a weird like cocoon thing at first. The whole point is she's evolving. She's like a genetically unique organism, and she's like evolving and changing like rapidly. And human society's become obsessed with eugenics and like body modification, and so like these scientists are like studying her to find out how they can use her for like random cosmetic things that people want done. Gosh. But it's like against her will, and she doesn't realize what's happening. It's like a weird commentary on like consent and society and like what is too much, and I don't know. It's cool. I like it.
It's kind of how that was it Repo Man? Yeah, it's kind of like how
the genetic opera, Repo, the genetic opera. It totally plays on some of those same themes. I would love to do a heavy metal podcast. The problem is I don't know how much of an audience there is for that. Like I literally have every issue from November 1977 to June of 1986. Like I've got all of them. And like I framed a couple of them and got them up on the wall right now. Actually, let me grab this thing, 'cause I'm actually proud of it. Yeah. A bunch of my original issues are like falling apart because they're so tattered. So I realized I could just like get frames for them. So done stuff like this. This is November 77. Cool. This is one of my favorite ones. I love that cover art. Cool. But yeah, I have like almost every issue. I'd love to do a podcast about that.
Interesting.
There are two animated movies. One of them is terrible, and one of them is like pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I did know that. I remember that. Yes, I remember those days.
Yeah, but yeah, Moon Knight. I think it'll be more commentary or more internal voice communication, and then we'll get to see more suit action, which will be cool.
That would be cool.
I don't know if we'll get a lot of Ethan Hawke stuff until like.
Let me really quickly.
There's only 6 episodes. There's only 6 episodes, so they got
of Kenobi.
Of Moon Knight.
Oh, of Moon Knight. There's also only 6 episodes of Kenobi, I think.
Yeah, they're keeping their shit super short and sweet.
Where the hell is it?
I was gonna say the trailer might work this time. Wi-Fi. I don't want to jinx it, but the Wi-Fi seems to be working a little bit better.
The trailer for Moon Knight?
Yeah, the newer one.
Give me 1 second, because I'm looking for another video.
Oh yeah.
Kenobi. This is here. It is. Is this just the footage? No, but this is good enough.
To say,
Okay,
I know
so
nothing.
I'm going to share my screen.
Because there was someone earlier who said something about the Kenobi leak. I was like, I know
Yeah,
nothing.
there's a Kenobi.
I just
There's
saw,
a Kenobi
I just saw
leak.
the Ahsoka picture.
Right. Well, I just went and found it, and I'm gonna. So, hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah, bro. Or both. I hope all the Obi-Wan episodes are an hour long. Give us all the contents.
Right.
I mean, at least with Book of Boba Fett, they kept going back and forth between being like 36 minutes or 30 minutes and then being like 40-minute episodes. So, like, if they could.
It was a little bit inconsistent, wasn't it?
That would be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's working better today. It hasn't. Knock on wood. It hasn't crapped out on us. I haven't disappeared.
That's the plan. I actually wanted to do that as soon as I finished Legacy of the Sith, and then I was going to go through, finish the Trooper playthrough, start on the Agent, get the Consular done, and then I was going to hit all the expansions from the other factions, stuff like that. So yeah, the Galactic Timeline records are coming, so don't worry. Oh, awesome! And the thing is ready. So let me pull that in real quick.
Brian Foster. What more? What? Something.
Sorry.
Oh, you mean of Clone Wars and Rebels? Well, those were like TV though. Those weren't meant to be streaming only miniseries. So
Also,
like,
they you got to consider how much money they cost to make these days. Like what they're doing, like $80 million an episode or something ridiculous for Kenobi.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
so
like,
much money.
I guess Mando gave us the most with like what 8 or 9 episodes, something like that. But
yeah, Mando gave us quite a few. So here's the supposed leak from Kenobi. Let's take a look at this.
let's fucking go.
Via Star Wars Coffee. That's the source I found. Okay, so it appears to show Vader and Obi-Wan fighting, and then a force push. Like they're locking sabers, and then
This seems fake.
Are you sure though? Like that's a pretty high tech fake. Like they really whooshed that guy.
But
Like, I could see this one being legit. The Ahsoka one I didn't feel like was legit. This could be legit.
Why would Vader be on Tatooine?
He might not really be there. This could be like a trauma induced, like Obi-Wan is seeing Vader around every corner kind of thing, you know?
That's fair.
Like they would still need to physically film it, even if it was a figment of his imagination. And yeah, exactly. That's some intense wire work right there. I've never seen a fan film with that level of wire work, and almost every time that a leak turns out to be fake, it's because it's footage of a fan film. But this fan film looks great. Like
there's really the more that I watch it, Vader does look really clean costume wise.
so yeah, the lights on his panels there like look really good.
Yeah.
The suit is really, really good. And look at the glow on that saber. They're using the same like light bar technology they used when they were filming Force Awakens.
It is really clean.
This one it looks legit to me. It looks legit to me. If it is a fan film, they did an excellent job. Like I said, I've never seen wire work on a fan film like that before. It looks so good.
And then if this is real, or like if this fight is like real or in Obi-Wan's, subconscious, it would put more emphasis on Vader's first spoken line to Obi-Wan.
You should not have come back.
Or I was thinking of like, your powers are weak, old man.
Oh, yeah. No, totally. Totally.
But yeah, I don't know. It could be. I don't know. I feel like if Vader went on Tatooine, he would just base delta the whole fucking planet. He'd be like, you know what? If I can't find Obi-Wan, I'm just gonna fucking nuke the planet. Fuck it.
That's why I don't think I think that this is real footage, but I think in the context of the actual show, Vader's not actually on Tatooine. I think this is just like Luke's experience in the cave on Dagobah.
That's
you
fair.
know?
That's fair.
This is a nightmare. It's a daydream. It's like a PTSD hallucination. Buddy, I don't think that Vader is actually on Tatooine. Maybe I'll eat my words. Maybe we'll watch this actually go down. But either way, we're seeing fucking old Ben and Vader locking sabers. Like that's nuts.
That cape looks really good. Like the cloak,
it looks so
is moving. It's so smooth. Like look at that just over the hips, and he's wearing like the hip cloak.
Yes,
which is really cool.
You could tell that it's closer to his episode 5 and 6 appearance. The way he's got that's on top of the tunic.
Yep.
In Rogue One and episode 4, his tunic goes over the top of that chest plate.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that whoosh one more time.
The fact that his hand was out there, yeah, it's so good. It's so clean. And I love it. You can't see Vader's really face good at all because it's all shadow.
I think that's real.
You can see the glisten on the back of his helmet, but his face is just gone. Like, so, man, Vader. The older I get,
SC-38, yes, SC-38. It's dope. Totally dope.
The older I get, the more respect for Vader I have.
Yeah.
Just overall.
How so?
Aesthetic.
You respect Vader more? How?
Just his overall aesthetic. Like sometimes, like, when you're younger, he's like, he looks goofy or his breathing is goofy. But like the older you get and the more you think about his backstory and the more you think about what the shit happened to Anakin and all the shit that happened to Padme, and then you like actually think of like, the person before he was this murder machine, but then also think about him as the murder machine. It's like, there's just so much more to Vader than just the.
I think the chief emotion that I feel when I think about Vader, like as a whole character, is like sorrow and like sadness, and like overall, he's a sad character. He's totally badass. He's totally brutal. He's terrifying. He has exciting moments, but it's a tragic story, and the tragedy just like overwhelms everything else about the chosen one.
Mm-hmm. But like when episode 3 first came out, like the whole everybody made it was a complete meme. He was a complete joke.
Sure.
And then like we sometimes got really scary Vader in moments of Rebels, and then boom, fucking Rogue One comes out, and we get the Great White Shark again.
And he reminded everyone why we're supposed to be scared of him.
We get the Great White Shark.
I think
and then Marvel
right.
Comics, and then Marvel Comics starts happening, and then we get to see, amputated Anakin in the shadow realm of his meditative state, and then we get to see crashed TIE Fighter Vader when he's like, "I'm just surrounded by fear and dead men."
During Vader Down, yep, Vader Down was so good. And Vader Down was shortly after Episode 4. The Darth Vader comics by Charles Soule and Giuseppe Camuncoli takes place just after Episode 3. So that is the Vader right before Kenobi, and he is exactly this. He's angry, twisted, ruthless, and the best part is no one knows who the fuck he is yet. So every time he shows up to some Imperial place, instead of all the troopers like snapping to attention, they're like, "Who's that guy? Why is he giving orders and stuff?" And Vader has to like choke a bitch everywhere he goes to get people to listen to him because no one respects him yet. And that's what I love about that story, is that it's the story of Vader like getting that terrifying reputation. Because everyone thinks that Anakin died. He can't piggyback on his old reputation. He needs a brand new one. People think that Anakin died some heroic Jedi death. Exactly. Mad Dog Vader.
Bro, what if we get young Tarkin? Could you imagine how hilarious that would be? Just like young Imperial officer Tarkin. Or like, he would be young. He wouldn't be Imperial officer. He was still pretty high up there. But like,
we could get Tarkin in Andor. We could even get Tarkin in Kenobi.
In Andor? Yeah, that would. Oh, yeah. If we get Tarkin in Andor, I'm getting more excited about characters.
I mean, Tarkin was technically a central figure in Rogue One. So, sorry, what were you saying?
I was saying that I'm getting more excited for the side characters in Cassian's series than I am about him.
Honestly, like Cassian intrigues me so much. And I love that he like opens the door for us to get like another dark, like Andor could be the Moon Knight of Star Wars shows, and that is way darker, way more brutal, kind of scary, like shocking at times, in ways that like the Mandalorian can't, because at the end of the day, it's a lone wolf and cub story, and it has to be wholesome. Mm-hmm. And it's like it's a positive Baby Yoda show, Like Mando is tough, but at the end of the day, it's like a wholesome show. Whereas Andor could
100%. That makes Andor
could be totally like just gritty. If you think about his character and the things that he does, like, yeah, like I said, assassinations, totally, knives in backs, you know, like cloak and dagger, and I'm here for it. I think that the rebellion had to do some really unspeakable things, and we've kind of tiptoed around that fact. And I'd like to finally get into the like how complicated war can be. You know, we've sat with Star Wars for like 40 years as a franchise, and it always seems to be relatively simple, and they've never really nuanced those shades of gray too much. The heroes are almost always heroic, and the bad guys are almost always evil. We need to see some bad good guys getting things necessary done, because that's like, yeah, we need a dark Star Wars story. And I'm not saying that I want to see like Vader killing younglings the whole time. I want to see like things that actually make you contemplate and question the human condition, and like actually think about the nuances and the subtleties of war. That's
it's funny you say that. It's funny that you say that, because if you go to where's that comment? Grand Admiral Gamer. Character I really want to see is Callus. Dude,
yes.
Could you imagine?
Yes. I would love that.
Fulcrum?
There's a rumor that he will be in the show. There's a rumor that we will get Callus. Whoever they get, he better have a great voice, because David Oyelowo has such a good voice. Like that silky voice really made Callus. So whoever they get better have a good one. Anti-heroes, exactly. Yeah. Like I think that we can handle a more complicated, a more nuanced take, you know, on the good guys versus the bad guys here. Good people have to do bad things sometimes in like a rebellion, in a fight for freedom against totalitarianism.
Which is his whole position and point.
That's exactly, and that's what he is there to explore. So let's actually explore it. Let's actually get complicated. Let's get dark.
Acolyte, dude, Acolyte's gonna be super dark. Are you kidding me?
Kingston, exactly. Yeah. Because of how comedic it is, you forget like the weight of the fact that like we're out here killing people right now.
Well,
you know?
about that also, like Rogue One, because before Rogue One, everything, and the only time we really see stormtroopers die is just by the pew 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 pew, you know,
right.
Sort of like it's a really comedic fall. Whereas in Rogue One, that was
Wilhelm screams and shit.
We saw explosions and like tanks getting fucked up and like grenades being sent off and like, you know, troopers getting thrown up in the air with dirt. Like, yeah, Rogue One really made it real.
I've always thought that like it's stylized on purpose because it's a space opera, and it's dramatic, and it's theater is what it is, you know. Right. That's why the stormtrooper does a big crazy cartwheel and goes ow, you know. But yeah, in Rogue One, it felt more gritty and it felt more real, and it kind of reminded you that these are real people and they're losing their lives right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that stormtrooper was somebody's child. Exactly. But really, though, he was.
Yeah, and then he gets killed by Ewoks out of all things, like, you know.
Yes. Yeah, and it's one of the saddest moments, you know, in the Battle of Endor, when that one Ewok's trying to like wake up his friend.
Oh God,
and he just won't move, and the battle's raging around him, and he doesn't have time to grieve. Like, it's sad.
Let this little bear grieve. That's going to be the quote of the evening.
Ooh, man. Dr. Holocron, you know how to get me excited, man. Admiral Zara. Oh, dude, I don't know if you know about Zara. She's basically the new canon version of Admiral Natasi Dalla from Legends. She was Tarkin's protege. She's like kind of obsessed with him. Now he's dead, and she's like hell bent on vengeance, and she's got Leia in her sights for that vengeance. And she captains a Star Destroyer called the Tarkin's Will, and it has this massive like it looks like a claw dragged along it, like huge gashes in the hull. And it's damage from the Death Star exploding, and she never got it repaired because it's a monument to all the people that died on the Death Star, especially Tarkin. So she just like sealed off those decks and like left the hull damage to like remind everyone like what happened to the Death Star. It's totally a cool like character backstory.
That would be a really appropriate villain for the Andor series, actually.
Yeah, and she's dope. She's really cool. She's probably gonna die in the next few issues of the Star Wars comic unless she miraculously survives her next encounter. She's got Shara Bay trapped. I'm really excited for the next issue of that, actually. It's going to be dope. It's Poe Dameron's mama and her are fighting.
What else is Tarkin's legacy? Well, when you're a skinny, old, imperial British dude, you know, a lot gets.
I mean, think about it. You're talking about like a slum and a broken ship. That's his legacy right there. Well, no, Tarkin's legacy is the asteroid field formerly known as Alderaan. That's the mark. That's the mark he left on the galaxy. Like, whoa. Yeah, man. I would love live action Dr. Aphra. Second to Hondo Ohnaka, I think she also could really stitch together most of these live action shows. Because thanks to the comics, she's actually interacted with most of the people that we've seen. And now that Black Chrysanthemum is in live action, like he's worked with Aphra before, you know? Boba Fett knows who Aphra is. Luke, Han, Sana Starros could show up at some point. There's a lot of people. I think that the comics will be the next thing to bring in. And then once we get more High Republic shows, all the High Republic books and comics, those characters are going to start showing up, and we're going to have so many eras of Star Wars in live action. It's going to be great.
Which would be great, yeah. How does she interact with Luke?
She meets him. She meets him in the Star Wars comic.
Trying to
Luke,
steal something from him?
No, they get trapped together at the Screaming Citadel by a crazy Banshee Queen. It's one of the first crossovers they did. The first crossover they did was Vader down. All I'm surrounded by is fear and dead men. Then the next one was the Screaming Citadel. It was a Dr. Aphra Star Wars and Vader crossover, and it was also pretty awesome. But that was when Luke and Aphra actually met, and they were on the same side. They didn't actually clash. When she met Han, they fought, and it was hilarious. And BT1 and R2D2 had like a fight. That was really funny.
Oh, that sounds fascinating.
But yeah, she's met them all. She knows all of them. I saw that. The actor's going to be there. Can't wait to meet him. I'm also really hoping to see a really good like Black Chrysanthemum Wookiee cosplay there. I would love to take a photo with one. The Hondo maneuver. Just like knowing everyone. That's his maneuver. Just having friends on every planet.
I mean, when you're a pirate, this seems like pretty what you would want.
Right. Totally. You want as many like networks open to you as possible. Hell yeah. Well, I think we're just about out of time for this week. But it's been really good talking with you, man. And it's been really good talking with everybody watching. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Can't wait for Moonlight tonight. It's going to be great. We'll have to talk about that next week. And you can stay tuned on my Twitch channel for more Lego Star Wars. I'm going to be playing it pretty much every day. Let's see. Is it tomorrow? Is it Wednesday tomorrow? Yeah, we got Comics with Katarn coming up too. Hopefully I'll actually get that Star Wars issue and we'll find out what's going to happen between Zara and Shara Bay. The Zara-Shara fight, if you will. And if not, if it ends up just being like a Dr. Aphra, that's fine too. Because I'm looking forward to those. Cool. Well, thanks again. And as always, may the Force be with you.